Hello students, we are now going to make a drawing that shows two isometric views of your assembled puzzle cube. These two views will clearly show all 6 faces of your assembled puzzle cube. Alright, to get started on this, you need to make sure that you have completed assembling your puzzle cube and you have a .iam file. Your puzzle cube is locked down and all the pieces are fully constrained and can no longer move outside of this assembly. So if you've got a completed puzzle cube and all pieces are constrained, you are ready to make a drawing. To make the drawing, I highly recommend that you set up your puzzle cube to be in an isometric view when you save it as an assembly. So to do that, you just click on a corner and it brings it to make sure you're at a top, front, and right view. And you can go up to the home button here. Whoops, I already saved it there. Let's redo that. Click on a corner. Nope, I have the bottom view. I don't want that, so I'm going to bring it down to a top, front, and right view. Only I'm going to show you how to do it in case yours is not set up. Let's try this orientation. There we go. We've got a top, a front, and a right, but that is not what my navigation cube says, but we can set it so it does. So I like to go to the home button and right click this time, and I like to say set current view as home and fit to view. So make sure you're on that view as home and fit to view. Click, and what that does is if you rotate your cube and then want to get back to that view, you just click on the little house and it's back to home. However, the labels on our views are not matching the navigation cube, but you can reset those. I'm going to click over here where it should be the front view and right click it and say set current view as front. When I do that, it's now labeled as the front view. Go back to home and you see the top and the right views are also labeled. This is very important when we set up our drawing. It will help you get the 2 isometric views of all 6 faces. Now I'm going to save this, and yes, save all the dependents. And now we can go start a drawing. So you're going to go to your home screen and new drawing. Real quick review, we need to change the page size. So you are going to edit sheet 1, change the size to A. You are also going to delete the extra large title block and insert under drawing resources, under title blocks, the regular size, and see a title block, insert. There you go. Now you have room to insert your cubes. To place the cubes, it's the same technique. You go to base, you find your file in the file menu, and there's my assembly. I'm going to open that one. I'm going to place the first view kind of on the left side of the page. I like the 1-to-1 ratio size. We need an isometric view, so over here there's our navigation cube. All I need to do is click home because I saved it in a top, front, right isometric. For some reason it changed the scale, so I'm going to go back 1-to-1, make it nice and large. Then I'm going to make sure it's going to be colored, and this is the button that would say it's going to be shaded or colored, and it's selected, and then I'm going to say OK. The first view is set down. To do a second view, go back to base. We're going to locate it over here on the right. You can move it to the ISO view for home, but you don't want to repeat that home view, and I'm going to bring it back 1-to-1. We need to get it so it's not showing the top, front, right. We need to show it showing the bottom, left, back. So I like to click on the bottom corner here in the front, and that'll bring up the bottom view. And then I rotate corners until I get it saying left and back. And so now I've got the bottom, left, and back, and these are the other 3 sides we couldn't see before. I am going to make sure I am colored, 1-to-1 ratio, it's in a good spot, and say OK. We placed it down. Very good. The last details you need to make sure you have are your name and the title. And to do that, you have an I button, or in the new 2017, they've added the file selection. You bring down the I button or the file menu and find I properties. And in the summary tab up here at the top, you can say Puzzle Cube Assembly. This is showing your puzzle cube assembly, and don't forget your name. Alright, and that will go in your portfolio. So be sure to save this as a drawing file. So just hit save, give it a name. I've done a couple assemblies today, so there's a name. It's going to be a .dwg file, so it can be read in Inventor. Saved. Yes, you want to save all the dependents. Yes. And then to put it in your portfolio, go to your I button, or here in 2017 it's the file, and you need to save a copy as. So over at Save As, save a copy as, and you can leave the same name but now change it to a photo or picture file, .jpg, and save that. And that .jpg file is the one you are going to find and upload and put into your portfolio to show that you have assembled your cube. And you are done with that. Good job.